Uppy, uppy, uppy. It's one funny morning. I'm Dana Blizzard, and it's too early in the morning. This is the dumbest show in the whole world.
From Monday
to Friday. Sometimes on Saturdays.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
Dean stinks.
You never know what's gonna happen.
That's your Dateline voice?
I don't know.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
It's not a chicken leg. This is a chicken leg.
Look at that manhole cover on my face.
Not a bad rendition of me. Hold on.
It's such a small town. So if you're walking, people just be like, "Do you want to ride?" It's like they don't need Uber. They just have.
What?
They just pull over. They give you a honk, and they're like, "We know your brother. We'll give you a ride to school or whatever."
That's called
our small
murder
town.
in New Jersey.
What's outside your Puerto Rico?
That's Stellan! Yeah!
Hey, wake up.
Oh, this is Delta Dawn on location in Rhode Island. I woke up with a burning question. That's what she said. Excuse me a minute. What's quahog?
A quahog? It's just a big clam. They make a big deal like it's another thing. It's not. It's just a big clam.
And now for Dina.
The biggest clam.
Okay, what happened? What did he say? Did he have an accent? I can't. What? What did he say? Colby, go lay down. I don't understand what he said. Good morning. It's Monday morning. Good morning, y'all. That's Carolyn. I know. That's Carolyn and her, I'm guessing, her lover. Uh-huh. Anne Marie, good morning. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know, Shakendra. Listen, maybe she'll come on and explain it. I don't know, but there's a way to start Monday. Mm-hmm. Good morning. That's so funny. Called you the biggest clam you know. That's not good. Right? Right? I don't know. My house is so clean, Amy. Look at it. Look how clean it is. It's the cleanest it's ever been. Mm-hmm. What does that mean? I don't know, Beth. It's a Rhode Island thing. Quahog. Vian, what does that mean? You can't say stuff like that and be like, oh, it's Rhode Island, because nobody knows what. Quahog? Is that what you're saying, Vian? I don't know. I don't know. I was late night drinking, so I will not dispute that. Debbie, it's the best it's gonna get. So I'm still trying to figure out how to do this curly hair. So today I let it air down. I don't know. Quahog, big clam. What is it? Quahog. Is this a real word? JJ, thank you. I'll take it. I don't know, Shakendra, maybe. I stayed up to 2 a.m. watching you. You shouldn't have. It's a quahog. It's a big clam. Quahog. Look this up. Quahog. It does. Quahog, Rhode Island. A quahog. Quahog is a fictional New England town in the U.S. state of Rhode Island and Newport County that serves as the primary setting for the American animated sitcom Family Guy. That's not accurate. Wait, was it made up? Oh no, here we go. Providence. What's a quahog? A quick guide to Rhode Island's iconic clam. I did not see us talking about this today. First off, the northern quahog is the same thing as a hardshell clam, a bivalve mollusk. Why do Rhode Islanders call clams quahogs? The name comes from the Narragansett word poquawcock, which Rhode Island founder Roger Williams defined as horsefish in a 1643 key to the native language. Over time, the word was shortened to quahog. The Narragansetts and other native tribes, would tread for quahogs using their feet to feel for them along the shores of the coves, inlets, and salt ponds. They would eat the meat and use the shells for wampum or beads that were traditionally used as ceremonial gifts. This is like real deep for a Friday morning. I don't think I was ready for quahog. I think I needed to ease into this. I know. I don't know. It's Clam Talk Mondays. I'm listening. Yeah, but Bo, what's happened? Narragansett. Okay, it's too many. This is like a solid Wednesday conversation, and quahog is a giant clam. Giant clam. I know. Did I say Friday? Maybe I said this is Friday conversation. You guys probably heard it wrong. Listen, this show has gone off the rails entirely too early. I'm barely even live by now. I decided to go live at 8:39 today. And look what happened. Nothing good. Why are we talking about giant clams? Nobody knows. Now look, I was going to show you this. I was super proud of this. I've been eating this every morning. Anybody do this? Make themselves a parfait? That's right. You all heard it wrong, Cooley. This is my new concoction. It's yogurt, chocolate, oats with blueberries, honey, and nuts. Colby's fine. Now Lulu's sick. We just cycling through. Yeah, it's been great. Been great over here. Is your spirit animal a beaver? Because damn, said Pedro. You know what, Pedro, I'll take it. I'll take it because that's where I am. The yogurt, Kimberly, is coconut milk yogurt, unsweetened vanilla, a little bit of honey. What? I've been doing strawberry lemonade almond milk smoothies lately. Your parfait looks great. I know. Coleman Green, you got pants on today? If you have pants on, I'll bring you on. I'm sure there's a lot of ladies. I'm smiling. Meredith, I do think the dog. Nope. Okay. Listen, ladies, one day my friend Coleman will have pants on. And then he can join us for the morning show. We do have a pants rule. Just saying. It's something silly we do at work. So dumb. How are all the Carl plants doing? I'm gonna tell you something. Carl is about this tall now. I think I gotta get a bigger thing for him. Bring him on with no pants. I think Coleman's refusing to have pants on for a reason. Kilts are fine. Yeah, listen, I would love to see Coleman in a kilt. Exactly. Unless you're getting a mammogram. So this past weekend, Coleman and I actually were hanging out. Dean Blizzard wasn't feeling well. We were supposed to do a show on Saturday night, but then he got sick. So Coleman filled in for him, which was perfect. Very different show. He did have pants on for the show, which was nice and different. So this has never happened during stand-up, which says a lot because I've been doing stand-up for 20 years, 22. I'm on stage. It's a great night. Great comics. I was forced to wear pants. I know, Coleman. I'm on stage. It's a small little room, maybe 60 people. And some guy had, I guess, gotten up to use the bathroom earlier. He's coming back. And he's literally, like, it's such a small room. He literally walks right in front of me, like I'm looking right at him. And then I was like, wait a minute. Don't I know you? He goes, yeah. Like, know him like we went to high school together. So then I was like, didn't we go to high school together? He looks exactly like he looked in high school. It was so crazy. And I was like, didn't we go to high school together? He's like, yeah, you was with my wife too. I look over and I go, what's happening? We were in high school together. They were never dating in high school. Sherry, I run into Gorman. Joe Gorman? Joe Gorman? Sure went to high school with me. Is that his name? Gorman. Bob. Joe. Is that his name? Anyway, and then another girl who they didn't date in high school, and now they're married. So I was like, what's happening? And then I look around the room and I go, did I go to high school with anybody else in here? And then somebody else raises their hand on this side. She goes, yeah, me. I was like, what's happening? No, Sarah's not here. She got a job. I said, I went to high school with you too. She said, yeah. She did not look, she looked familiar, but like not from our class. And I'm like, And I was like, is this an episode of like, This Is Your Life? Sherry, were you there? I don't know. It was just very crazy. I know. I didn't know it was my reunion. I expected a salad and carrot to walk in at any minute. I was like, yeah, it was an intervention reunion. I was like, is something, do I drink too much? What's happening? Is my mom here? She was. Yeah. It was the reunion. You weren't invited. I just showed up. Yeah, no, it was so crazy. Turns out the girl on this side, her name was Barb. She was in the band. Loved her. And I was like, oh my gosh, good to see her. Then I talked to the other two. So the other two never dated in high school. Like, I don't remember them hanging out. But they met, like reconnected at a reunion in 2010 and got married. Isn't that so nice? Yeah, you don't go to your reunion. They bring a reunion to you. They bring it to your work. Could you imagine that you're just randomly at work and a whole bunch of people from high school show up and you're like, what are you doing here? It's our reunion. Here at my work? Right now? Yeah. That's how they do it. So Kendra, yeah. Go to your third year reunion. I'll come with you. I'll be your date. We'll have such a fun time. Can your mom come? Yeah. We would have so much fun. Make up a crazy story. Who could we be? Pick an Olympic team that we're currently working on. I will be a co-captain. Please. Yeah. I know 2 couples that reconnected at reunions. Yeah. I'm a nurse. If they show up at my work, not as much fun. They're like, are you guys here? They're like, I have a kidney stone. What? I see more of my old classmates in Key West than when I ever went back to South Jersey. Isn't that funny? Did you have to change your show? No. I was like, well, let me tell you what I've been up to. Nothing good. Yeah. No, it was funny. Then there was a guy right next to the stage. He was adorable. He had also gotten up to go to the bathroom. It was a long show. And He comes back. He's adorable. He's like this tall. And he was a bald guy. Cute, cutie patootie, sitting in with his girlfriend. They had met on like a dating app, right? So we're talking about it. But he was the kind of person that, like, when you talk to him, he like got red in the face. You know what I'm talking about? But it was just a shame because he didn't have hair. So his whole head did it. Like, I think he was red from here down to his belly button. Just his whole body. I said, I'm going to stop talking to you because you keep flushing out and I think you're going to have a heart attack. Yeah. Yeah. Curling. We could be co-captain. Mm-hmm. That is true, Cooley. Yeah. Exactly, Lorene. Like, it's such a tiny room. I was like, I'm going to. The adorable guy reminded me of John Finelli a little bit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. One of the girls I went to Missy's show with last week went to school with you too. Who? What is happening? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe I don't think so. But it was funny. At one point, Coleman is talking to this lady. What, Coleman? They had been married for like 41 years or something. And Coleman was like, I think that your wife's making eyes at me. Clearly a joke. But here's the guy. Not even trying. He was like, oh yeah, go ahead. Tap here. Hit me in the hand. I'll tap out. You go ahead in. I go, did he just try to tap out and tap somebody else in? Yeah. Coleman was like, I tapped in. I was like, what in the Tiffany Hall? I'm telling you right now, if I'm ever sitting next to you and you're okay letting another man tap in on this, oh, you're going to tap something. I'm going to tell you something right now. Go ahead, put your hand up. See where that gets you. What? No. Mm-mm. What's your high school graduate? So I know. Love it. Oh, that's so funny, Carrie. So who were you with? From my class or just from my school? Judy and we're going to have fun tonight. Mm-hmm. She's here now. You want to say hello? She has my pants. Oh, Coleman. Mm-hmm. No, it was funny. It was a funny night. People say funny things. Yeah. What did I do Friday? Oh, so Friday also drank on the internet. Saturday, I, go to work to go do some stand-up. And I see one of my other friends, Tony. He's like, Dina, he's on TikTok, Cher. He's not on the Facebook. He's on TikTok. I'm talking to Tony and he was like, you look tired. And I was. I think it's because I just cleaned and I did laundry all weekend. I was just so tired. He was like, you look tired. And like, not in a mean way. Like, Tony's adorable. He's like 114. So he's like, you okay? You look tired. I said, I am tired. I don't know what I did last night. And Tony looks at me and goes, I do. I go, you do? What did I do? He's like, you drank on the internet. I go, oh, you saw that. Okay. You're right. Because I knew I stayed up late this week, but it was 2 days before. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was funny. Listen, I don't understand why people can't drink on the internet and still be private. Like, everybody got to be up in my business. And then I drank on the internet last night and maybe shoved a bag of chips in my mouth. Yep. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's me. I was the one who was all red. Chris, are you lying? Now I want to click on your face to see if it's you. Oh, I can't. Was it really you, Chris? Because you were adorable. He's lying. That's not it. What are the chances he's here? Chris, what do you watch? Morning show? Do you? You not. That's not him. That can't be. Is the lady really at Coleman's house? I'm like, what's happening? Bourbon in bed. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Honey barbecue chips. They're so good. I don't know why Kathy would introduce them to me. So good. But yeah. Yeah, so it was like This Is Your Life last night. If they had just brought like my piano teacher in and maybe like my baseball coach or something. Yeah. She's making Coleman breakfast right now. Does it look like him, Allison? You think it's really him? That's really funny. Well, that was what was so funny. There was a guy in the audience. All right, Chris, here's your question. What was the guy in the audience talking about who wouldn't stop talking to the comedian Mike? This is a quiz. Don't tell him, Allison. Chris, if you were really there, then you will know what the guy in the orange shirt was talking about like crazy when Mike Merck was up. If you answer that, then I'll believe you. I'd be like, oh my gosh, he's adorable, you guys. That's funny, Chris Flanagan. I know. Good question, said Coleman. Coleman remembers. My girlfriend I was with let me know you were live talking about me. She's watching too. Shut up. Chris, you're adorable. You still didn't answer the question, but you did have a girlfriend there, but I already said that. So Coleman's like, we're going to wait to see if he gets right. Yes. So Missy is a grandmom again. Jeremy is a pop-up again. I don't know if it's his pop-up name, but they had a baby 3:30 a.m. in the morning, not last night, the night before. So Ezra, the baby, was born. He's adorable. So Missy's in the throes of all things grandmotherhood. So it's been lovely to watch pictures. Hey. Okay. So yeah, it was a nice weekend. Made a lot of food. I haven't told my wife that I accidentally spilled the beans without her on Dina's show last night. If you could all act surprised when she announces it, that'd be great. Jeremy, I was thinking that. I was like, because I didn't say anything, but I was like, oh, Jeremy talking about it. You might want to talk to Chris Flanagan about how to get your face to flush out, your whole body. You're going to need to flush out down to your special because, yeah, that's like a woman thing to announce. She doesn't know you told everybody. Oh, goodness. You in trouble. So funny. How do you accidentally spill the beans that there's a baby being born, Jeremy? What? That's an accident? Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, now he told everybody twice. I know. Mm-hmm. I know. I didn't say anything, but then I saw that Jeremy posted it, and I was like, oh, I guess we talking about it. Yeah. That's like a girl rule. You're not allowed to say it. Well, in his defense, someone asked in the comments, I didn't know people read the reply to the comments. Okay, that's not a good excuse. You're going to need to come up with something better. Yeah. The orange shirt guy that didn't STFU talking about Jeremy and his metrospectrometer BS. Yes. Okay. He was there. Yeah. Yeah. No. And the best, Coleman went up and he was like, the flux capacitor. Yeah. It's not your fault, Jessica. Loose lips sink ships. That's Jeremy. Yeah. Is Jeremy saying he didn't know people read responses? That is exactly what he went with. I think he needs to come up with something stronger. Let's come up with a better lie for Jeremy. It's not going to work either way, but we should try because yours is real dumb. How about You thought Missy told everybody already. Because she won't remember. Because we are old and we'd be like, did I? Like that. That's solid because I would forget. Yeah, Jeremy acting like he knew here. Uh-huh. Yeah. Thanks, Renee. You could say, oh, good morning, bird. Isn't it pretty here now that the house is clean? Yeah. I was drinking on the internet. Huh? Those 2 chairs? No, they were down the shore, remember? Dina, can I please blame you? Oh, you're so cute. No. I mean, you can ask Coleman. Coleman's on the TikTok. You can maybe text him. I highly doubt he's going to take the blame for this either. But I mean, the spirit took over your body and you had to tell everybody. Blame it on your new supporter status. Yeah, you going down. But it's fine. There's a baby. Just hold the baby up and she'll be like, oh, baby. I know. I saw that, Christine. Is your living room walls gray or green? Yes. It depends on I think it's grayish. It's gray and beige. I know. Cool. I'm going to go with the spirit thing. Yeah, go with this. Always lead with the spirit. He got caught up in the proud Grampy moment. You know what? You know what, Jeremy? Like this. She probably announced when E was born, and then you got to announce when Ezra was born. It was your turn because she's real fair. How did the bourbon chicken turn out? And see if Jay ever got his dip. Yes, it was really good. The bourbon chicken was really good. I'm not gonna lie.
Why does she look like that?
She's not feeling good. She has a doctor's appointment soon.
Did she throw up anymore?
No, I gave her medicine. So Lulu's sick, bad, and to the point where she's not eating anymore. But she needs medicine. So you should have seen me shoving pills down her mouth. It was not good, and she is hardcore. So I had to I don't know if anybody's ever wrestled dogs before, but I am highly skilled at wrestling dogs. I will put them in a headlock and I will shove medicine down their throats. And she was not having it. I was sweating, but I was like, girl, you have to eat it. She didn't want to eat nothing. And Lulu eats everything. She don't eat nothing. So, I know they just keep passing it back and forth to each other. Did you talk to the funniest person in the family now? Are you talking? Who are you talking about? Coleman. Coleman's saying, did you talk to the funniest person in the family now? When Missy says, what are you doing happy for yourself today? Jeremy can say, I told everybody about the baby. So happy. Yeah. What kind of food Lulu need? Well, she's not eating anything right now because she's violently sick. So, yeah, it's a whole thing. The amount of money I've spent on vet bills is atrocious. It's not good. Brooke can't finish college. I'm going to put it this way.
What?
Yeah.
What?
What? This is news to Brooke. Anyway. Oh, Beth, I can't even imagine. No, she wouldn't eat anything. So I was shoving it down her throat, but I was like, trust me, if you eat this, you're going to feel a lot better. Yeah. Oh, Jacqueline Blizzard. Oh, thanks for clarifying. You're funny.
Oh, Coleman says she's funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Coleman, you made 2 Blizzard girls mad. Now Brooke Blizzard's mad at you. No, Michaela, it's not. No, they all eat the same food. So here's the situation. I'll show you. So there's Lulu over there. You guys can't see it, but there's a cage over there Lulu's in. And Lulu and Colby, if I go out, have to be in that cage because they will eat the trash. They will gut into everything. If they're out, they will get into something. Ruby gets to just roam around. So we've had 2 rounds of this particular bug in the house, and she never gets it. And I think it's because they're right near each other and getting sick on each other. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going this morning, Deborah. But Lulu has to get trazodone. Coleman says he hasn't seen your set yet, so maybe you are funnier than Jacqueline and me.
No, I can't do
She's
that.
going to start working on it.
No.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Shikendra wrote, Lulu and Colby act like when the teacher left the classroom, how everybody goes buck wild. I'm telling you, I could walk out the door to take the trash to the curb. I'll come back toward the house apart. Untrustworthy. But Ruby won't pull the trash can down. But if it's down, I mean, I'm gonna get in there. You know what I'm saying? Ruby is never gonna pull trash out. She's not gonna open up like a Butterfinger. Well, she might open a Butterfinger, but she's not gonna pull the trash down. These 2 will pull the trash down. No, they're in the same cage, Rob. It's a gigantic cage. I don't have enough room in my house for this many cages. So, yeah. And sometimes if Ruby's scared, she'll try to get in the cage with them, and then all 3 of them are in there like dum-dums. Yeah. Yeah, always an accomplice, never the perp. Good, Sarah. Sarah just said, feeling some Dina spirit today. Literally just threw some dishes away. I'm so over it. Not only do the kids not do the dishes, but neither does my husband. Yeah. Sometimes you have to get rid of all of your silverware and all your plates. So, anyway. Bird, what are you going to do today? You going to clean your room? You going to move your art table? I am of the opinion that bedrooms are for sleeping and that everything else should be out of your bedroom. So she got all her art supplies. She loves doing the art. I was like, that's great. Get it out of your bedroom. But there's a giant room downstairs.
I like the lighting in my room.
The lighting outside of your room is just as good.
No, it's not.
It is. I'm just letting you know. If you don't move it, I will. And you're not going to like that.
I feel like I'm not going to do art if I have it out there.
You will.
I won't.
Jennifer? All right, here's what Jennifer wrote. This is a good, am I the A? I don't think she is. This sounds harsh. But the other day I came home to a counter full of dishes that I had nothing to do with. I wanted to take all the dishes and smash said dishes on the kitchen floor. But if I did that, then I'd be the one to have to clean it up. And I didn't want any more of a mess to clean up than I already had. I think maybe we should have smashed the dishes. Can
we do a vote?
About what?
Who thinks I should keep it in my
Oh.
Or not?
Oh, a vote on whether Allie, yeah, I definitely didn't know that was you. My daughter has 2 bedrooms, one for sleeping and her pets, and the other is for art.
Why is there a problem with it?
Because it makes me crazy.
Why?
Because I can't even walk in your room. And there's an entire beautiful room.
My room's so big, you can't walk into it. What if I made you a piece of art?
Stephanie said, my adult kids live like pigs. I'm always angry cleaning. They keep saying they're going to move and I'm waiting. Oh, Stephanie, you're so cute. I freak out on the regular and I will kick people out. I will put your stuff on the front yard. I will do all of it. I'm done. Not with adults. I won't do it. Yeah. Cheryl, I made a beautiful area downstairs now. Clean it out. I've put a lot of stuff to the Goodwill, bags of trash, organizing.
It's just so cold over there.
It's not. Well, Lacey, she can keep her clothes in there. She has, like, obviously her bed and all her other stuff. This is an art table, a giant art table.
It's not giant.
It is
I'll
giant.
put a smaller one. Can I have a smaller one?
No. From where? We don't have a smaller table.
I need a table in there either way to do my homework during the year.
Okay.
So I'll just use that for art.
Coolly. My mom was is that a quack or a magnet? I don't know. You used an emoji. Yeah, no, I don't play. Lucy, the floors aren't that, the ceiling isn't that high to give her. Anyway, she's got a beautiful bed in there. She'll need to change the bed. I'm not. It's not just my 20. You do art in the she shed. The she shed is like the store, and I just put a bunch of stuff out there. I don't even know how Wendy and Chris are going to deal with it. Yeah, it's just this house is so small. So like every part, every space has to have a purpose or, Exactly. You know where it would look great at Grandmom's house. Exactly. I know. Anyway. So the other day, I said to Dean, I would appreciate it if you are upstairs, that you make your bed every day. And he hasn't been feeling well, so I've been going in and cleaning up, especially when it doesn't feel good. So the other day I said, listen, you went out, so I made your bed for you. And here's what I opened with, because he will say, I don't want you doing stuff for me. I don't want you doing this. I don't want you making my bed. I don't want you doing my laundry. He says it all the time. But if he's not feeling good, then I'll do it. So I had gone in there. I said, now listen, I know that you went out for a bit, but I made your bed. And these shoes, you just got to put them right over here, right? I'm trying to be nice. And as I'm saying it, I'm like, I sound so dumb right now. I was thinking, if you don't make your bed, I'm going to come in here after you and I'm going to make it, thinking that he'd feel real bad about it. And then I'm like, I think I'm talking him into almost a maid service that comes with this hotel. While you're out, we'll come in, we'll make your bed, leave a little chocolate. I was like, this is not the threat I thought it was going to be. And he's got like a little bowl that if he gets tips from work, he's got a little bowl and he puts it in. There's a couple dollars. And he goes, okay, well, when you're in here, grab a couple dollars. That's your tip for coming. And I'm like, what did I just do to him? What did I just? Yeah. No, Shakendra. I think my Airbnb head conflicted with my mom brain. And I was just like, what are you saying? This This isn't at all what we practice. Yeah. No, I thought that if he started to feel like, oh, it's real nice when you come in and your bed is made. Yeah. I'm going to take $100 tip every day. Yeah. Oh, you want me to take a tip? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll come in here and clean it. I'll take my own tip. I just can't. So, yeah. I know. Effort, yes. Well, right now the plan is this is temporary. Him and Jacqueline are moving. Yeah. Lisa, I loved it. Didn't you get my message? I said, oh, I think I mailed it. Yes, love it. Yeah, no, it's happening. It's just slow. No, Judy, no. I'm only being nice because there is a limited time. It's a limited time offer. Yeah, next you'll get a note. Can you please leave extra towels and pillows in my bedroom? We have run out. When are you doing a live show again? I don't know, Chris, but you and your big redhead have to be there. And if you can ask 17 more of my high school friends to show up. Yeah. Yeah, that was so bizarre. I was just like, what is happening? I just saw a video the other day. Oh, let's talk Olympics. Okay, fun fact. Did you guys hear this? It said, the Olympic pool is more shallow than the last Olympic pool. I forget, was it Japan? Wherever they were 4 years ago. It's shallower, the Olympic pool. And we were like, okay. They're like, well, it's messing some of the swimmers up. I was like, what are you talking about? So who can guess why having a more shallow pool would mess the swimmers up a bit? Anybody? I would not have guessed this. Anybody want to take a guess? When they turn. Yeah, a little bit. That would mess up diving and synchronized. No, this was, I think, this is like the laps and stuff. Less buoyancy, can't dive in when they flip at the end, when they flip to the turn, can't flip with it, more difficult to turn. Depth perception. No. It has to do with the water pressure. Belinda's the closest. So they said that when because this particular pool was one where there are laps, it's the resistance in the water. So the deeper a pool is, the more the wake, right? Because if you're swimming next to somebody on either side of you, everybody's making some kind of wake, right? Or current. Well, the deeper the pool is, the more place that wake has to go to kind of dissipate. So it's not so much pressure on the people next to you. And so they said, so what does this mean? So it makes it harder for them to swim. They have to swim. They're all swimming a little slower than normal. Now, it's even across the board, right? They're all going to feel it because they're all in the same pool. The problem is that it makes it very slim chances that anyone is going to break any records at this Olympics. Yeah, it's the same depth for all. So the people who they, had thought were going to be winning are still winning. They're still beating the competition, in their projected winnings, whatever picks. But if my best was 59.9, I'm probably going to come in at a 57, but I'm definitely not going to come in at 60. So it's really them. They're probably not going to hit their personal bests in terms of the swimming. I thought it was just so interesting. Yeah, no, Carrie, I think it's across the board. If that's how fast you can swim in that, and other people were swimming faster, but in a different pool, it all evens out because they're all in the same pool. Did anyone tell the French guy he was way ahead of everyone? Yeah, I saw that. But like there's so many things that are, up in the air with certain sports. You're just like, no one knows what this is going to be like. It's been really interesting. Oh my gosh. Did you guys see the synchronized divers? Okay. So it's Saturday night. I'm with Chris Redhead. And it's after the show. Coleman and a couple of comics and I were just sitting at the bar and watching. Now, if you have not watched synchronized dives, it's mesmerizing. It is fantastical. And I mean, they have to like match swimmers by like height, by weight, by size. It happens so quick, but then they do it in like slow motion and just everything perfect, right? So China goes, and China is in the lead, and they're like, this is just like China to be this good, like China good, so good. America, right up there with them. You're just like, okay, it's good. You're going to be silver, and you'll be happy because China's here. But they had like 2 more teams that needed to go. One team goes, and they're okay, but they're not China. And they're not, the U.S. is like, okay, so there's 1 team left. And they start far back on the plank, and even the walk up is super, super synchronized. But the last part where they bounce down on the edge of the plank for one more time, the girl on the left somehow jumps too far to the right side. And it was like 2 different dives. And when you saw it, you're like, this wasn't good. And I don't know which one of them made the mistake, right? Because you're like, wait, what? But then, yeah, her foot almost slipped off, dying. And then they showed it from the back or the side. And you can see that the one girl hit the plank straight on, and and she still tried to save it. So, when they jump straight out from the plank. This girl jumped straight out. This one like went to this side. Oh, and she was so upset. She was so upset. And you just think to yourself, gosh, these people, just the level of perfection that they need for it. And then I saw synchronized swimming today, and the U.S. rocked it. So good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then was it the water polo team that Flavor Flav is sponsoring, personally sponsoring the U.S. water polo team? Personally. Flavor Flav is how much you need. What do you need? You want it? You like to go in the water? Okay. What do you want the check to say? Crazy. And he's encouraging other celebrities to start sponsoring. He was like, and they said that Flavor Flav started sponsoring the U.S. water polo team when he found out that many of them have 3 or 4 jobs and can barely pay their bills. And he was like, no, y'all. No. Let me get this here. What do you need? You need that little thing for your head? Let me get that. You're going to buy some of those. It'll be nice. Just, if you could sponsor any sport this season, what would you sponsor? Oh, those gymnasts are doing such a good job. Cookie and bacon. Nope. Bacon cookie. Cooking bacon. So I don't know if you know this, but our synchronized divers for the U.S. One is named Cook, and the other one is named Bacon. So it might be like Sarah Bacon, Susan Cook. I don't know. I don't know their first names. All I know is they're like, here comes Cook and Bacon. I was like, I love them. Archery, U.S. rugby. Oh, did you guys see the rugby girl? Okay, there's a girl on the rugby team. I didn't know we had one. And she is a powerful woman. Well, I saw her on Instagram, and she says, ladies, I want to show you this picture of me. And if you're an Olympian, you have an Olympic body, you have the most powerful body in the whole world, right? Well, she makes a TikTok, Instagram, something post. And she says, ladies, I want everybody to hear this. Women come in all shapes and sizes. And she puts up a picture of her on the field playing rugby, and she is just a powerhouse. Just a powerhouse, okay? And she shows a close-up of her leg, her thigh, and it's all muscle, and it's awesome, and it's filled with cellulite. She's like, I want you all to know I'm in the best shape of my life, and I have cellulite all over my body. And she goes on and on. Yes, all body positive. And she was like, girls, it's normal. Stop trying to get rid of it. You can be powerful and have cellulite, and it's awesome. If you tell me her name, if anybody knows, but it's just so great. But you should follow her. She has like 1.9 million followers now, but she's just been really great. And been like doing lives from Olympic Village, and she's just been. But if you Google like girls rugby team cellulite, I bet it'll come up. But it's just been great. And they said that 100 years ago, when the Olympics were held in 1924, 5% of the participants were women. And it's 100 years later, 2024, and now 50% of participants are female. And so it was just like, gosh, in 100 years, it's kind of awesome. I wonder if 100 years from now, it'll be like 5% are men. It's all women. It's Alona Mayer. Oh, girl, Mary. Thank you. Yes. And then a commentator got fired. And I don't remember the details, but it was basically a commentator. I think it was swimming, wasn't it? Like the girls' swim team was about to come out. Something was about. And I don't know if they were late, but he was like, oh, the girls' swim team, blah, blah, blah. They got to put their makeup on and do their hair first. I think they beat him up in the parking lot. I think the rugby team, beat him up in the parking lot. Fired, like on the spot. And you're like, what is wrong with you? He did. And I said it, and Dean's first reaction goes, how old was he? I go, what? How old was he? I go, how old was who? The guy that said it. I go, what does that matter? You can't say that. He was like, if he was over 60, then he just didn't know. I go, no. Yeah. And Mary said he was old. Yeah, sir, you can't say that. We don't like that. Mm-hmm. We get mad at stuff like that. What? Yeah. Yeah. It's just like us to do that. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. I like to hear about like all the fringe stuff. Maybe he said doing their hair, but it was something like that, Carrie. Mm-hmm. Something like that where people you're like, what did you? Here's what I want to say. I just want to say how impressed I am, other than that guy, with the commentators. Because I don't care. I mean, I'll have it on during the day and I kind of just just check in every once in a while and be like, oh, what are they doing now? But I don't care what sport I'm listening to. They will talk about, the commentators are so well versed in the players, in the history of these players, in the names of every person, their backstory. Like, it is so interesting and so impressive. I haven't seen anything with Snoop, and I don't know how I keep missing it because it was the highlight of my past years. I just want to watch Snoop do the equestrian events because they were so funny. And I haven't seen anything. Yeah. Yeah, those girls are in tight suits, no makeup on for the whole world to criticize their body. That's ridiculous. I know. Snoop is at the gymnastics. And I didn't get a chance to read it, but there was something about, I guess, Simone Biles is going to be Simone Biles. You can't. And it was just a real brief article. Tell me if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but it was like Simone Biles went up and did something. Simone, girl, you know, Simone, she going to come out with another move. And that like the Russian gymnastics coach came over and was like, I would like this to stop. I would like this to be illegal and she should be disqualified. Like, she was like, we would like her to be less good. Let's make this move illegal right here. It was just so funny. It was like, if you can't beat the GOAT of all time, then just make what she's doing illegal. And then that way, none of us will have to reach up for that. Yeah. Yeah. No, it was funny. So, I wish the equestrian events were shown during the day. They're always in the middle of the night. Meredith, they can't be shown during the day because it's nighttime there. That's why. Yeah. Are you talking about how they're, okay, let me just, sometimes Bunny's here. I went to high school with Bunny too. Bunny, I have seen more people from my high school, from our high school, in the last 48 hours, either on here or in person. I think we're having a reunion, but like over the course of like 4 days, and I'm just seeing everyone just randomly. So I don't know who I'm going to see next. Did you ever watch some of these sports? And not only are they extraordinary, but they're so extraordinary that they make it look so easy that the dum-dums home eating potato chips on their couch start to be like, I could do that. Okay, for instance, synchronized swimmers. I think you were just talking about Mr. Kendra. Not only are these ladies treading water, but they are launching other women up into the sky. Just up. From what? Up from what? You're not even standing on nothing. I have a hard time changing the light when I got to stand on this chair. And stuff gets launched, but never in a good way. And never. Water polo, those girls are pulling the other girls down. And one girl was just swatting them off. They were underwater. There's an underwater cam. And these girls two girls were pulling her down. She kicked one, I think punched one in the face, and then scored. And then she went in the water. How are they going to jump so high? What are you jumping off of? Their feet aren't on anything. I don't know how they do it. Yeah. It's so strong. Good to see you, Bunny. Yeah, but they make it look so easy. Even let me put it this way. I'm positive that if I got 5 people from this live right now to get into a pool and I said, guys, we're going to do this all at the same time, we would still mess that up. We would just look like we're drunk. We just look like, and we'd be flailing there. We could, even if we were in the 4-foot section and we were just trying to, nothing. They'd be like, what's wrong with those ladies over there? I don't know. They've been here all morning. And nobody knows what they're doing. We've asked them if they wanted us to save them, but they said they're fine. Yeah. I know. We could do it. No, we couldn't. Here's my question. I think this year, am I wrong that they started letting men into synchronized swimming? Like there's no men's team for synchronized swimming, but I think that they started allowing men on the women's teams, and I think there was one. Oh, Kimberly, no. I see a fun Vegas activity. We'll be like, guys, everybody get into your positions in the pool. Look, I didn't know we had. Did she mention that we were doing synchronized what? Yeah. Yeah. Sink like a rock. Exactly. So. So funny. Anyway. All right. Listen. Keep watching the Olympics. Tonight, we're heading to New York. Tonight, we are celebrating the 90th birthday of Dionne Forrest. She is the Guinness Book of World Records holder for oldest female working comedian. She's 89. She turned 90 today, and we'll be celebrating with her in New York. We're going to do a little outing. So I'm sure we'll have lots of stories for tomorrow. So thanks for being here this Monday morning. We learned about clams. I don't know why, but we did. And this piece is coming in hot. Look at that. Doing its own thing. Getting whiter and whiter every day. So, hilarious, Marianne. All right. Well, have a good day, everybody. Like Judy from Saskatoon and Good Time Andrea say, do something nice for yourself or others. And have a great Monday. It's an ugly Monday, so good luck. But we'll be around and looking forward to seeing you tomorrow morning. So have a great day and a blessed day, and we'll see you then. I'll see you. Bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.
He goes, stop, no.